Well, hello there, YouTubers! This is Xenon Crosshair, bringing you right back to Minecraft's God tier. So, in between... Oops, I almost broke one of my endoflames. So, in between last video and this one, I had done a lot of extensive work on the farm. The farm is getting pretty crazy. It's huge, and this is the plan. So these harvesters... right, they can harvest in this really huge area thanks to this diamond upgrade here. Right now I have them idled because turning this on and off idles them. It'll just make them max idle so that they don't do anything. And then when they mine something, they grab it, and then they put it. It is then transported through a massive underground tunnel network of transfer nodes that are, like, I think I can grab it just like that. Given a crap ton of speed upgrades because it's got to go from all the way at the end there, which as you can see on the mini map or my full map here, is all the way up here, all the way to over here. So that's a pretty big distance. So they've got to come all the way over here, which isn't the most like efficient method. They probably could do some teleportation or something and get away with it, but nah, this is the system, so it's been working. So they come all the way over here, and in the back they have transfer pipes. They come into the back and then they fill these things up. A lot of these barrels are crazy upgraded to hold a lot of items, some of them not so much. But they all almost, I think it's like these guys and the three up here don't. Otherwise everything else does. Has a void upgrade on it so that if it were to ever overfill, they would just delete the overfill items rather than clogging up the system, because that's annoying. Like especially these guys over here would clog the system like crazy. The good news is they're all self-contained in the back. So as you can see here, it's a pretty far run to get all the way to the back, even with my Sojourner's sash on. It's a pretty big run. I've also got like dandelions growing in places that'll cause problems. And I don't have all the solar panels rigged up to make all the harvesters work. Oh, I believe it stops at the one across from me here. I'm doing a lot of running, so it takes a lot of food to do that. Oh no, it actually stops at that one. Otherwise, all the others have just tier 2 solar panels. And pretty much gives us everything we need to do whatever we want forever. I keep them off. I believe they're all off right now. Because they have a slight tendency to lag a bit. Because Mine Factory Reloaded isn't the most... I'm not even sure... optimized, maybe, perhaps, in the coding, so it's kind of a little bit laggy when they get this big, and when there's so many of them. And depending on the size of the object you're trying to cut down, like the redwood tree in the distance that's over there, I think I have my render distance actually cut down to make this not lag so hard when they're running. There is a redwood tree, yeah, right there. If I were to put one harvester, just one, and just put it on the redwood tree right in front of it, and just let it just go to town on it, it would lag so hard about halfway up the tree, even though it's cutting down the whole tree. It would just lag so hard you wouldn't even be able to comprehend what's going on anymore. You would just start teleporting around even though you're not even pressing any buttons, and oh god, it gets pretty bad. So, there were a few mod updates as well in between the here and now, so I'm just going to show you guys this. The update was to Britannia. This was one of the first mods that updated, so as you can see there's a texture difference between the first time you saw the Terra Steel armor and what you see now. And as you can see there on my belt, you can actually see the mana tablet down there, and the Sojourner's sash I think is down there as well. That's the blue thing down there I'm wearing. Yep. So that's all pretty cool and nifty. You know, go in here and go to Baubles, and there's a Sojourner's sash, and just because this is in my inventory, it just shows up there, which is actually pretty cool. So there's some differences with Britannia, but not too many. I think it's just a lot of bug fixes mostly for the moment. Because we're still in 1.7.10. I've not changed that because almost none of these mods, particularly this one, haven't gone up to 1.8, so it would be a complete waste. Also, actually, a heck of a lot of mods aren't even 1.8 ready, so you'd end up with like 4 mods, maybe 4. The chicken has left us. The chicken that was stuck under the skull, he got out. I think one of his babies freed him. and he got out. So I lost him. I don't know where he went, but there are other chickens, and I think I saved some eggs, so we can definitely get another chicken later. But that's not what we're doing today. What we're going to do today is we're going to start a different magical mod, not Britannia, because we actually got what I wanted from Britannia, actually. We'll definitely delve further into Britannia a bit later, because some other cool things that Britannia can do, especially some boss fights that can get us some really cool things. But we're definitely not ready for that boss fight, not even the first one. It's like a 2-stage boss fight. Not like stages, like you have the first boss fight, and then after you beat the first boss, you can summon that boss again, but he's like crazy strong, and I'm not ready to fight either of them at the moment, because this sword is a literal piece of crap. Does 9 attack damage, so it's not even worth it. So once I get that max tiered, we probably can go and do something about it. But until then, we're gonna sit back on the Britannia thing until we can get some better and get some enchantments going, because the Terra Steel's nice, but we're definitely gonna want enchantments on that. So the magical mod we're going to start today instead is Thaumcraft. Now, Thaumcraft is, I think I have sugarcane in here somewhere. Oh no, I have books, that's even better. Thaumcraft has a tendency to take an absolute long time, especially if you don't have anything memorized, like I don't, so bear with me. I remember the majority of, actually, do I have any numbers chilling somewhere? Oh, that's a skeleton. I thought there was like a dome moving towards it. I was like, that's not in this mod. not at all. I have gold nuggets. I have silver and shiny, but not iron. Okay. I just didn't want to make any and waste them, because that's not a good thing. So the first thing we need to do is we need to make ourselves a wand. So you make iron caps, put the iron caps in the corner, and then put sticks, and bam, we got the iron capped wooden wand. So this is the first step to Britannia. The wand. It does absolutely nothing until you take a bookshelf and you right-click the bookshelf, and bam, the Thaumonomicon, the thing that's going to show us the capabilities of doing everything. Now there's I believe only like the first the first 5 tabs here are the only ones you would see when you open the book. But I have Automagy, Terrahimate. What the heck is this? Is this for Railcraft? Sounds like it. Thaumic Tinkering. Apocrypha. Ooh. It's for blood magic joint thing, yeah. Energistics. This is Energistics is for applied Energistics. This allows you to integrate the two so that you can use your ME system to craft stuff for your Thaumcraft stuff. It can automatically do stuff for you if you wanted it to, which is pretty cool. Thaumic Horizons, which is actually a pretty nifty set of stuff you can do. I believe this is actually like only part of it. There's a heck of a lot more to do. It's another one, Bites the Dust. You can make something or other, and then you end up with your normal Thaumcraft stuff. So this tells you everything you need to know. This will tell you how to make the Thaumonomicon, even though you already know how to do it, things like that. So, knowledge fragments, it just turns into some kind of research if you have enough. And this research, this tells you how to do research. The first thing we need to do is make one of these guys, the Thaumometer. A piece of glass, 2 gold, and then 2 water shards of any kind. So we're actually going to keep these 2 Oops, I don't want to. What the heck's going on? Okay. I don't want to mess. Actually, they'll probably do fine there. This isn't. Alright. Probably put away a lot of this stuff, because we're not going to be. We might need that. Rubber, hardened, the wand. We're definitely going to want that. And that should be good. Alright. Somewhere in here is gold. There we go. And then I need 2 shards of any kind, though I'm pretty sure Gluttony and Wrath will not work these shards. So Earth shards seems to be one we have most of, so let's use those for now. And then bam, we got ourselves the Thaumometer. Now this thing is actually really important. But before we move forward, it's kind of like up in the background being weird. I think there's one more kind of seed that we can make that might give us a hand. So before I break something. Just this loose. There's some pretty cool stuff we can do here, apparently. Huh. I guess there isn't seeds for this? I thought there was. You can make infused seeds. Not quite sure what they do. Infused seeds. You have to craft them, obviously, through some method that I don't understand. Because I'm clicking on it and it's not showing anything. Huh. Just gonna give it a quick look. Fluic seeds. Yeah, those are... I'll probably have to make those eventually. I don't see anything having to relate to what I'm looking at. So, okay. I guess there isn't. That's fine. I can always go searching for those. Not a big deal. Alright. So, anyway. What does this stupid thing do? Well, you scan stuff. For instance, bam. We just scanned a torch, and we got 1 lux. And that's a research point. I'll explain research points later, but obviously I cannot scan torches, any other torch again, because they are made of lux, and I am aware of this. So I can do gravel, they're terra. Now grass block, it's going to tell me that I need to study the sources of life. So first, search water, obviously, and that gives you every water block possible. Let's do sand. Let's do cobblestone. I don't think... Oops. Yes, yeah, nothing can be learned from that. Nothing can be learned from that. Nothing. Usually there's nothing can be learned an awful lot. Need to study plants. I think I can learn from the furnace. Yes, I can. I don't think the better barrels actually have anything to learn from. No, there are, but I am not aware of the stuff to do. Let's get some sugar canes. I need to understand the sources of life first. That's agitating. So seeds? Question mark. There's a lot of scanning to do, which is the annoying part. Can I scan the? Nothing can be learned. Like there's a lot to scan. Like the Botania flowers, there's nothing to learn from. Living rock, pretty sure there's nothing. Lapis lazuli block. I need to study spirits. That's even worse. Need to study plants. Which makes absolutely no sense because, like, you know, first step is I need to get myself some seeds. Somewhere. There we go. Throw those down. Switch back to my thermometer thing. And I cannot understand that because I need to understand the sources of life. So, obviously very agitating because it's, like, very cryptic. So, we just run around and scan everything until we cannot scan anything. I believe I can actually scan, I don't know if I can scan food. I meant to press Q there. No. What is it? Iron? Boop. Need to study crystals. I need vitriol is what I need, but I'm not quite 100% sure. Actually, we can scan all of the shards real quick. You just study empty things, which, of course, is a bucket. Study crystals, god. I need metallum first, but how the fuck do I make metallum? I don't even know. Ugh, need to study man. It doesn't make any sense. I guess that's greed, question mark. Not even 100% sure. Just study crystals? What? This is really weird. I'm actually having quite a hard time with this. Bam! Something that has vitriol in it, not something else. God darn it. Okay, now I should be able to scan these. No, empty things. That's, Can I study this now? Yes. Good. Gave me a clue to research. Alright, now I can study the entropy shard. I need to study energy, so is that just the same for all of them? Or? Yes. So we actually can't understand these just yet. Oh, what the heck? That is wrong. Let's get those, put those back. I don't know if the gold chest has anything to it that I can learn, because I'm pretty sure I need to study other things first. So there's that. We need plants. So we need... need to study the sources of life, which is seeds. But when you scan those, it says you need to study the sources of life, which makes honestly 0 sense. I'm pretty sure there was... Yeah, those were botany flowers, never mind. What? Alright, so how about this? We're gonna cheat ahead a little bit because there's something missing and I'm not 100% sure why I'm missing it. So what we're going to do is we're going to loop around it a little bit. So we need a feather. We need to make a glass bottle. We have plenty of glass for that. Is it this? Good. And I think I need an ink sac, so let's hope I have one. And of course I probably don't. Squid spawn. Yeah, they spawned. Alright, let's go kill a squid. Alright. Where are the squids? It says they're right there and I see none of them. I hear a bat though. Alright, game. Stop toying with me. I know there's squids down here. Give me a squid. Wow, this is either really deep or... Got two. Alright, actually keep it for now. We're gonna see if I can grab one more, maybe. I see a squid right there. Okay, just keep running from me, squid. Might take some damage here. There he is right there. Alright, I have no idea where he went. Weird. Oh well, we got two, it's enough. Okay. So we take these and we arrange them. I'm not sure if there's an order to this or not, but... Okay. Alright, we need the scribing tools. Now, I'm quite sure I can't do anything with these, so let's not try to... I think they're called tables. There they are. Okay, they're pretty easy to craft. Let's just make a bunch of them real quick. Okay, because the first step, we need 2 of them, and the scribing tools. That'll give us our research station, and then put one here, and then right click with the wand, and that should give us an arcane work table. I thought there's a way to get the wand off, but apparently not. Okay, so this is this research table. So you can combine these and join them to make things. Like for instance, I just made life, which should in theory make our life a heck of a lot easier right now. Yeah, it just gave us herba. So thank God, because now we can actually do things. But the research table is used. Okay, I believe I can do glowstone for that. Oh, nothing good from that. Oh, vacuous. Things that move. Things that move. Alright, let's get a door then. I believe a door will work. I don't actually have a door, that's weird. Give us vacuous. The diamond give us understand man. It's probably greed. Spirits, that doesn't make any sense. Nothing can be learned. Oh, that's a lot of arbor points. We already got cobblestone, blah blah blah. Pretty sure skeleton skull probably will have the nature of death. That's yeah, totally. Actually, we can study this and this in one go. Alright, ink sac apparently not, for some reason. Yeah, that'll just give us a vacuol's point, obviously. I don't think we can do the research table. Or the arcane work table. Alright, so let's grab a piece of glowstone. It should be... Huh, do I not have any? That is weird. Actually, let's take a egg and get one of those real quick. God darn it, things that move. Study things that move? What? You want me to do what? Alright. And as you can see, it's painstakingly horrible because it's scanning. So I'm actually going to scan an awful lot of things and then just come back because I don't want to waste your time just scanning things for eternity. So